You just cannot beat a trip to the Florida Keys with your bestie. Trust me, there is so much adventure ahead. It took us just shy of 4 hours to get from Tampa to Miami, and my favorite part of the drive, of course, was Alligator Alley. Our stay was really fast, though. In fact, our alarm went off at 3:40 a.m. because we wanted to catch a Florida Keys sunrise. And you know what? That early alarm was so darn worth it. Take a look at this view from the old 7-mile bridge in Marathon, and you best keep your eyes on the water below, too.
Two sharks.
You can walk the 4.4 miles from the parking lot to Pigeon Key and back. The Key used to house bridge workers and is now used for marine science and education programs. And I actually took a field trip here from Ohio when I was in high school.
I think I stayed like right in this one, maybe? No, I think it was that one, actually.
That one?
Yeah. Then we had breakfast over there, class in that one, walked down that thing.
And also, for the record, I absolutely hated Pigeon Key at the time, but now I would love to stay there again. Life is strange like that. All right, on the walk back, we saw a sea turtle and tarpon, and then we hopped in the car to make a quick pit stop at Big Pine Key in hopes of seeing key deer. Success! Key deer are extra cute because they are the smallest subspecies of white-tailed deer. They're found nowhere else in the world except for in the Keys. Experts say they are perfectly capable of fending for themselves in the wild, but that doesn't stop them from approaching people. I mean, look at this view of Gab and then the view from her phone. Oh my gosh, adorable. It took another hour to drive to Key West, where we dashed for our tour with Key West Extreme Adventures. Seriously, we were the last people aboard. On our way out to the harbor, we saw this huge new version cruise ship. Would you go on it? I would. It looks amazing. Now, our destination was a buoy about 20 minutes off the coast of Key West. This family-owned business has been coming out here for 15 years to show tourists like us lemon sharks in the wild. One of the owners, Captain Dave, told us the sharks have started recognizing the sound of their motor, and as soon as they stopped, they started coming.
We're surrounded by lemon sharks.
Now, it was a wild sight, kind of like Shark Week up close, but from the safety of a boat. And then Captain Dave gave probably the best advice of the day.
I see everybody taking videos. Here's a suggestion. This makes a great slow motion video.
That's true.
I feel like I've watched these videos over and over and over again, like 100 times. I know this tour is not for everyone, but it was something I found fascinating. After some incredible dolphin sightings in the beautiful blue water, it was time to head back to shore.
We got the eggs, Benny, and ham. Banana bread that I have already cut into.
Omelet.
And an omelet and potatoes.
You need ketchup.
With the spiked coffee.
Turns out Gab's omelet wasn't exactly what she ordered, so they gave us this awesome slice of key lime pie while they fixed it. How sweet is that? We checked into the Coco Plum Inn for the night. It's only a block away from Duval Street, which is the main drag of Key West, and is made up of 2 restored Victorian houses. I will definitely stay there again. It was clean, cute, and quiet, which is sometimes a hard thing to find in Key West.
Ding, 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 our one drink of the evening before the ghost tour.
Trolley and train tours are a must when you're in Key West. The Ghosts and Gravestones tour is only an hour long, but boy, do they pack a lot into that time. You whip around the streets and even make a stop where you get off the trolley. It was the perfect way to see some new spots and learn some new spooky stories. It wrapped up around 8 p.m., so we thought we'd be able to see the sunset from Mallory Square, but ironically, Sunset Key was perfectly blocking the view from Key West. So, this street performer took advantage of the crowds with his performance, and he did a good job, but honestly, balancing and juggling knives stresses me out, so we turned in for the night because we had a big day ahead on Friday.
Big day. We're headed to the dry Tortugas.
For the record, I know it is called Dry Tortugas, okay?
We've only been dreaming about this all our lives.
All our lives. I'm so excited it's turned into stress.
It's okay. We're on our way. It's
going
to be amazing.
It's going to be incredible. We see where to check in, so stay tuned. Oh, hello.
Everyone gets a cooler and snorkel gear. And oh, by the way, those coolers are heavy and you gotta carry them to the plane. The planes only carried 10 passengers and I somehow snagged a shotgun. For the record, Gab was jealous, but she got shotgun during our flight seeing excursion last August in Alaska. So comment below, would you rather ride shotty in Alaska or in Florida? Honestly, I'm team Florida because it was insane. We cruised over the most beautiful blue water, a shipwreck, and sea turtles. Pilot Chris was also the DJ. He played a recording of what we were seeing, mixed in some commentary and music, and I'm not gonna lie, he played some bops. Now, make no mistake, this is not a cheap adventure. It costs $697 per person for a full-day excursion to Dry Tortugas National Park on the SEAPLANE. You get about 6.5 hours of island time. You could pay $300 less for a half-day trip, but you only get 2.5 hours of island time then. The Yankee Freedom Ferry also runs from Key West to the Dry Tortugas, but it takes 2.5 hours each way, whereas the SEAPLANE ride is 30 to 40 minutes each way. Ferry tickets for adults are $200 each. Both the ferry and the seaplane fill up really quickly, so book far in advance. After about 30 minutes, Dry Tortugas came into sight. It was even more magical than I imagined. Our landing was nice and smooth. Maybe he's done this a time or two. That was amazing. Best seat in the house. Dry Tortuga! I'm so excited. It is gorgeous already.
It's amazing.
We haven't even seen anything yet, but we love it. Fort Jefferson is the largest all-masonry fort in the U.S. It was built between 1846 and 1875 to protect the nation's gateway to the Gulf of Mexico. However, it was never completed. I put a link to some more information in the caption below. Now, today you can walk in, around, and on top of Fort Jefferson, cautiously, of course. Perhaps the prettiest place to walk is the moat, but the top level of Fort Jefferson provides some pretty incredible views as well. And hey, the lower levels are great spots to seek shelter from the hot Florida sun. Now, the one place you can access with air conditioning on the island is the gift shop, and they have some pretty darn cool stuff. In fact, I spent like $70 there. They've got stuffed animals, stickers, ornaments, and books. Big time in the gift shop. This is Gab's haul.
Stickers, always. Play. This is for the fridge.
Yes. And I got sticker. Well, I might need your help.
Yeah.
Postcards. Dry Tortugas book. And then I saw this and I was like, I kind of want this.
Had to.
I don't have one like it, so I'm excited. Studying up for tours. We stowed our gifts and put on our snorkel gear. Why does no one talk about how difficult it is to walk in flippers, by the way? We quickly figured out that the best place to snorkel was near the moat. There were colorful fish and coral, and the views of Fort Jefferson were beautiful too. We continued around the moat until we saw a barracuda and then headed back to shore. For the record, all snorkel tips are welcome. If anyone has a great defogger, please drop it in the comments as well. We then ate some lunch and hung out on the beach. And if you are wondering, bathrooms are available on the Yankee Freedom when it's in port. Otherwise, there are composting toilets available. I just wanted to include that because I know I would be wondering about the situation as well. Anyway, we did a little more walking before it was time to head on back. We hear the seaplane.
We gotta go.
We gotta go. We gotta go catch the seaplane. We sat next to each other for the sake of fairness and saw even more sea turtles in the crystal clear water below. Pilot Chris also spotted a pod of dolphins and whipped the plane around so everyone could see. It was so amazing and honestly worth the hefty price tag. We were so sad to leave. Thankfully, though, we were able to cushion our sorrows with some key lime pie and eventually a pina colada, as one would in the Keys. And that is a wrap on this incredible whirlwind trip. Please hit subscribe for more Florida outdoor adventures.